Hi everyone, let's take a look at the following example. Determine the derivative of the following function. F of x equals to 10 to the power of the square root of e to the power of x minus x squared. Now before we start with step 1, we're going to go back to step 0, which basically means you have to know the following concepts. For example, if you think about a function, y equals to e to the power of x, y prime equals to e to the power of x. So that's concept number 1. When you find the derivative of e to the power of x, it's going to be e to the power of x. The second concept that you want to think about is if y equals to a to the power of a function, f of x, the derivative equals to, and there are three parts here. The first part is to copy a to the power of f of x times ln of the base, so in this case ln of a, times the derivative of f of x. Again, for your reference, I'm going to put brackets in a different color for you. Now that you have a refresher of these two concepts, we're ready to find the derivative. Because f of x is going to be 10 to the power of the square root of e to the x minus x squared, if you like, you can express the square root in exponent form, which means you write it in terms of the exponent half instead of the square root. So now, when you find the derivative, step 1, you're going to copy the entire function 10 to the power of the square root of e to the power of x minus x squared. Step 2, you're going to multiply by ln of the base, which is ln of 10. And of course, step 3, you multiply by the derivative of the exponent. So let me erase some of this now that you have the refresher in your mind, you're all warmed up. You also have to apply the chain rule, and it goes like this. You bring the half to the front. You multiply by e to the power of x minus x squared to the power of half minus 1, which is going to be negative half. And you multiply by the derivative of e to the x, which is e to the x minus the derivative of x squared, which is 2x. Now, how do we clean this up? Here comes that final answer. F prime of x equals to, express this as a fraction. If you start with ln 10 divided by 2, again, for your reference, I'm going to cross these out to acknowledge that we have written it down. And this negative half means it's going to go in the denominator with the square root, and inside the square root, it's going to be e to the x minus x squared. Again, let's cross that out. And don't forget to copy e to the power of x minus 2x in brackets times 10 to the power of the square root of e to the x minus x squared. And that's how you find f prime of x. If you find this video meaningful, it's adding value to your math life, please consider to comment, like, share, and subscribe. I hope this makes sense.